Hello NBA fans, hello Raptor fans. As you can see in the title, I want to talk about Pascal Siakam. Now, I was originally going to talk about him. I put in my notes to talk about him, about Pascal Siakam, and then I seen that Bleacher Report. And I saw that if they had to do a redraft of the 2016 draft, which honestly has been a really good draft if you think about all the names that come from that draft, they put Pascal Siakam 6th. They put Jamal Murray and DeJounte Murray, both Murrays, over Pascal Siakam. So in that list, out of the top 10 that they showed, if I can remember correctly, the person who's won the NBA title was Pascal Siakam. He's the only one who's won an NBA title, and for family, of course, being part of the Raptors, are the only ones that won an NBA championship. Okay, fine. You want to say they had Mr. Kawhi Leonard? I'll give you that. They had Kawhi Leonard. They had Kawhi. Okay, the Raptors. But Pascal was arguably the second best player of the whole squad. If you look at the numbers of points that was scored during the finals, Pascal, I believe, is second to Kawhi in the whole finals in scoring. If you see the history of the finals and you go the duos who scored the most points, Pascal and Kawhi are third. Fine, forget it. That's just NBA Finals. I guess you don't want to count that. Now, if we're not counting that, we have to count the facts. And the facts are this. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and follow me. And there's more Raptor content. I'm going to do a Raptors podcast, and I can talk Raptors all day. Pascal Siakam. And like I said, I really even wanted to make this video about that Bleacher Report. But it's just a disrespect. I originally want to talk about Pascal's journey, and this is a part of it. The disrespect that Pascal Siakam consistently receives is crazy. You know, I see it a lot. People don't like the way Pascal plays. Okay, you don't like the way he plays. You don't like the spin move. It's effective. Last season, he averaged 23 points. You know what? You can go 9 rebounds, but I'll say 8 rebounds. He goes 8.5. You can go either way. I'll go 8. Just to make some of you haters a little happy. Let's go 8. And 5 assists. Only a few players have this type of stat line. Harden, LeBron, Jokic, Giannis, Luka. Like, these are top tier players that have these stat lines. And Pascal was right there with them. Sorry, I'm going around the place. And I don't want to, because this kind of frustrates me, because I'm quite frankly a big Pascal fan. Going back to this 2016 redraft that Bleacher Report picked, if I'm honest with myself, I may not pick Pascal number 1. But I'm picking him top 3. Out of all the players who made All-NBA in that list, who has made it? Only Pascal has made All-NBA. And he made it twice. People are acting like this year was his first year. It's not. He's made it twice. As an All-Star, I'm not sure if he's tied. I think Brad Ingram, I want to believe that it's twice. Maybe not. I think it's twice. But him and Jaylen Brown are the same in the amount of times going to the All-Stars. Okay? So, if you have Brown, Ingram, and then the Siakam. I don't care how you make the list. You can put Ingram, Brown, Siakam. You can put Siakam, Brown. It doesn't matter the list. Those are the top 3 guys of that draft. There's no question about it. But to put him 6th, blatant disrespect. What is that? Is it like you're literally redrafting this and you're picking DeJounte Murray and Jamal Murray? Come on, guys. What's going on? Who made this list? How much do you hate the Raptors? How much do you hate Siakam's game? Out of everyone on the top 10, who is the best defender? Pascal. Pascal's the best defender out of everyone. I know you want to say DeJounte. Pascal's a better defender than DeJounte Murray. And I think DeJounte Murray is a really good defender. But Pascal's a better defender. Pascal is great offensively. Yes, Ingram and Brown are better offensively. I'll never, ever disagree with that. They're better because they can get to their spots quicker and easier than Pascal Siakam. And they have more moves. So I'll give you that. But Pascal slander, it's just too much. It honestly is just too much. But I didn't want to make my main focus about that redraft. But I'm just saying, it's horrible. And anyone who doesn't think it's horrible is crazy. If you know basketball, and I'm just saying, if you just know basketball, that redraft is horrible. Him being 6th is crazy. I didn't even talk about Ben Simmons being over him. Ben Simmons, the guy who can't, like, Pascal's not a great 3-point shooter. But what's Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons is a better passer and a great defender. I get that. I get that. I think Ben Simmons also made an All NBA, some All Stars. Oh, actually no. Pascal's still above him because has the most All NBA in his draft. So what are we saying here? Okay, I don't want to keep talking about this because I think it's gonna boil me up. But this is one of the things that generally just bother me about the way people look at Pascal. Now let's talk about Pascal's journey. The man came in as a 27th pick. You, as Raptor fans, NBA fans, did not think Pascal was going to be great. Kevin O'Connor, the great Kevin O'Connor, he is intelligent, he's a genius, he knows what he's talking about. Some days he can get it wrong, everyone gets it wrong. He put, I'm pretty sure, a C plus or a D for the Raptors grade for Pascal Siakam. Most of us thought Pascal was going to be an energy guy. When he was with the bench mob, you're like, Pascal has a lot of promise. And everyone's like, I think he's going to win most improved. Normally, if someone has the ability to win most improved, you're thinking this person has superstar potential. Because at one point, a lot of superstars are making, I should say star. He has a lot of star potential. Paul George won. Kevin Love won. Like, these are guys who, at that time, were great and then became stars. Even Danny Granger at one point won. John Morant winning it is because he ascended himself from a star to a superstar. And that's possible. People are putting Ben Simmons as a potential most improved player candidate. And now Pascal Siakam was one of the people who did it. Plus, even Brandon Ingram did it. And when Brandon Ingram did it, what did he do? He elevated his game to now being a star. Like a second to Zion Williams. Like, that's what happened. That's what these guys did. The trajectory of these guys was phenomenal. Hence why they're all stars. Now, in saying all that, Brandon Ingram was a second overall pick. John Morant was a second overall pick. Pascal Siakam was the 27th overall pick. Ben Simmons was a guy people thought was generational. Ingram was generational. Brown, I wouldn't say was generational, but those top three guys were guys that everyone thought, this is a good core. This is a good three guys. You guys may not know these stats, but if you look at the past drafts, the top three guys don't normally all make it to the All-Star game. The last time I think it happened was, I think in 2001 or 2, where the top three draft picks all made it to the All-Stars. That hasn't happened since this draft. That's why I know this draft is good. But Pascal's journey of going from a guy who we thought was going to be an energy guy to the bench block to most improved to lead us now as the number one guy on the Raptors team. Now, the question is if Pascal Siakam is the number one option. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's not the number one option. Maybe he's not. I want to believe that he can be. I believe anyone, if they put the work in, can be. But this is not like rainbows. Things are not always going to happen the way you want it. But Pascal Siakam's journey, what we've seen in the past to what we've seen right now, is great. Now, we can focus on the end of his, 2 years ago to the going into the bubble because of COVID. We can talk about the 2020 as a whole and say that he didn't play great. That whole year, it was awful. He would admit it himself that he wasn't the same kind of person. I encourage anyone watching this to go back and watch Pascal Siakam during the bubble. Go and watch their 4-0 sweep against the Brooklyn Nets and see how Pascal was playing. If you watch Chris Boucher's, one of Chris Boucher's interviews or his podcast, he had said Pascal wasn't the same. Even in looking at Pascal, seeing the way he's talking and moving, he wasn't the same guy. If you watch the bubble, their 4-0 sweep, Pascal's not the same guy. He's barely smiling. He doesn't look happy. There's something clearly wrong. I don't know what it is, but seriously, there's something wrong. You can tell that he's either mad or frustrated or he's tired. Something was wrong. As many of you guys know, he didn't touch a ball throughout the beginning of COVID. That's a lot of months he couldn't go to the gym to work on his game. Mind you, he still made second team All-NBA that year. And that last 10 games and going into the bubble and everything, you can tell that he wasn't the same guy. And then with the Tampa year, we got Scotty Barnes. It was a win overall. And Pascal in the beginning didn't play well. But at the end, it was okay. It was okay. All in all, I think you guys just have to see the journey. See the journey of Pascal Siakam. See what he has done. You guys are missing the fact that Pascal Siakam was at one point averaging 24 points, but then the bubble ruined his stat line. It really did. That whole 2020 just wasn't good for him. It really wasn't. People have down years. That's why someone like Julius Randle, you know what? He could have another good season. He made an All-NBA just like Pascal Siakam. You never really know. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, Pascal has grown with us as Raptor fans. We should be patient. It doesn't take, it takes years to become that guy. To literally become that guy. If you think Kawhi Leonard was that guy in San Antonio, he never led them to a championship. Yeah, he got injured and they were up against the Golden State Warriors right before Zaza Pachulia hurt his foot. I get that. But Pascal Siakam had a really good team. Just imagine if Fred was a little bit healthier. Everyone says the Raptors need a center. Imagine if they had a quality center who can guard Joel Embiid. Imagine if they had Marc Gasol. And imagine if he was playing at the level that he was playing then. Many thought that the Raptors could have beat the Philadelphia 76ers. And who would have led the team? Pascal. Pascal had a really good playoffs. And we all believe, we're seeing the Rico Hines, we're seeing the background, what Pascal's doing, and we're like, okay, honestly, he can have a breakout season. I truly predict that this will be Pascal's best season. I think it'll be his best season. Why? He's entering his prime. He's working. He's learning how to be the number one guy. He's learning how to be the leader of the Toronto Raptors. I generally just have been enjoying Pascal's journey. And I think we all should too. We should appreciate the guy that we have in front of us. I have heard the hate. I see the hate. I would argue with my friends about the fact that just give Pascal, that year was a bad year. We all have bad years. He's going to get better. Pascal's only going to get better. And I know it. I can see it. Maybe it'll be Scotty's team in the future. I can see that happening too. At the end of the day, Pascal's going to have a breakout season. Enjoy Pascal's journey. All the people who are negative about Pascal, you just don't like the way he plays. When it comes down to it, sometimes I think you guys generally don't even like the guy. You don't even know him. And you just don't even like him. It makes no sense. Why don't you like the guy? It makes no complete sense why you don't like Pascal Siakam. But I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Talk to me on social. Tell me you disagree. I love when people comment. It's actually really cool. Like, I don't get a lot of views right now, but I will. I'm coming up. Coming up in the Raptors talk. I did it before. I'm going to do it again. Let's go, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.